Hello, friends. Today's question of the day is what exactly does the second commandment prohibit? Because when we first read it, Exodus 20 says, "You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below." And that would seem to suggest that you can't make anything. You can't draw a picture, you can't take a picture, you can't make a statue, you can't do anything. But we've got two big reasons why we know that's not really what it's talking about. First, always a good idea, look at the next verse. And there in the next verse, in Exodus 20, verse 5, it says, "You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God." So what is it really talking about? It's talking about objects of worship. We're not supposed to make for ourselves, note that in the text, don't make for yourself an object that we're going to worship. That's going to be the object of our affection, that we're going to be talking to and praying to and relying on, like we should be talking to God and praying to God and relying on God. So that's the first clue, and a big one, that we're not prohibited from creating any image, period. The second one is 6 chapters later. God's giving the instructions to Moses for how to build the temple, or how to build the tabernacle at that point. And in Exodus 26 verse 1, as well as a bunch of other places throughout Exodus in this description, God says this: make the make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of finely twisted linen and blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, with cherubim woven into them by a skilled worker. In other words, put some angels on them. We want them to be decorated, to look important. Now, why isn't this in contradiction to the second commandment? First, the Bible doesn't contradict itself. Second, those things in the tabernacle are not being made for yourselves. They're being made for the glory of God. So that's why. So are we prohibited from creating any image? No. We're prohibited from creating images for ourselves that distract us from God, that become objects of worship instead of God. So that's what the second commandment does. Vitally important, not just to Israelites at that time, but to us, to keep our eyes focused on God, because God designed us to worship, and if we get off track, we're going to worship just about anything we come across. So I hope this is a blessing to you, and have a great day.